very lucky to have Karen with us, really. She's a real top-end choreographer.
As soon as we hit, we only take a little while.
Karen Bruce's magnificent singing there. Stick to choreography, Karen.
Lyrics.
I think Gary Barlow could dance better than people gave him credit for, but I reckon you might have some sort of similarity between me and him. Because I think Eaton and Tim are going to be good dancers. And Stefan, obviously, is a dancer.
I started with dancing. I started when I was 5, so that's probably the one thing I'm most comfortable with.
Just you.
Hey, give him a wave.
The hardest thing for me in this process, the fact that I've got to do a strong Spanish accent, and where I go with that Spanish accent, because you can take it very, very far, but then I wouldn't want to make it pantomimic.
I think he has some problems with the brain. He is a super crazy person. No?
Just wants what's best for us.
All is well at rehearsals, but there are still concerns for ticket sales. A crack team of designers is sent in to try and push the brand.
So this is the merchandising range, which I think you've had a brief look at. These are the T-shirts we'll kick off with, which are going to be using the logo. We're not doing rock and roll stuff here. We're trying to give it a fashion look.
All of the girls in the office, when they first saw these, went absolutely potty over them.
And that was that's a greatest test.
They all said
to show them to the girls.
And they said they would buy them.
Yeah, and I love this bit too. I think that's great.
I would just ask if we can rethink some ideas for chaps. I'm not sure if my brother came to see the show, if he wanted a T-shirt, he would buy that.
This is quite a butch symbol, you know. If we go back to...
Is it because it's out of black that it looks even odder than anything else?
Well, it's pretty tough symbol, quite honestly, because the original TT one was in stamped steel, or computer stamped steel.
My problem with it is it's quite a long way from the logo.
But the thing is that you have to realise that you are buying it at a show, you have seen the show.
Sure.
You've chosen that one, you won't know what it's like.
But it's not even the same T-shirt typeface.
Well, it is virtually, yeah.
It's because of its reference to Take That. We'll never forget is its own, and when it builds its own momentum. And so this just stands out as something which seems to me odd.
It was purposely done to stand out as being odd.
Could you do something to make it not so odd, not so odd with, it's a different type, it's a different shape.
But the reason
even if you had that logo.
Well, it's meant to be a sort of next extension of TT.
This is the same typeface as the TT logo. I would say that a lot of people are going to the show know the TT logo and we're referencing it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I think what we'll do is we'll go back and look at...
it was an element to look at how can we compete with TT. It's whether we think it's going to take us to another stage
I think what
for the
Ron
brand.
says about blokes, I think that's the thing.
Small number of our market, don't forget.
I realise that, but there's still a market, isn't there? I mean, there's some...
It's still a market, yes. I think we're ready to go into production as long as you tick the boxes.
It's late into the first week, and Mike, one of the most experienced and respected minds in London theatre, has his work cut out getting the best from his solo performers. The women are first up, and Mike finds the only way to express what he is after is by using sex.
You know, that kind of... And the Madonna, it's that whole... The way they don't necessarily think about how sexy they're being.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're a sexy person yourself anyway.
Thank you.
You know. I'm being a pop diva and I'm being filthy. So use the breath.
Just before things get too hot, Stefan barges in and cools things down.
Hello, Steph. Sorry. It's all right, huh? Just got to give you a shot. All right. Bye.
Oh, how many trains?
Oh, lordy. So, back to sex.
With 15 Take That songs to teach the cast from scratch and only 4 weeks to do it, Mike has a challenge on his hands. Next up is Nancy, who has an especially hard task in recreating Lulu's vocal from Relight My Fire. It's been a long day, and it seems Mike is slowly losing the plot. Meanwhile, James, the technical stage manager, heads off to see if the set can handle the amount of water that will fall from the prized rain machine.
We've got a brand new water curtain, and it's been designed by a man from Canada who's, we're pleased to know, is on board actually, and will be specifically coming across, installing it for us and instructing us how to use it.
Meets Bob, the set designer, and it's time for the scientific bucket test.
How much water did you see on the test?
And it looks like the set builders have a long way to go.
A hell of a lot more than that. It's all got to be done within a set time scale. It's all got to be fitted up on the 14th of July, and if it's not ready for then we're into trouble. So the knock-on effect is then possibly that we have less tech schedules, less tech sessions, maybe cut and dress rehearsal. We can't afford to do that in this scale of musical.
This is where the towers go.
But at least James seems to be happy with the other aspects of the set build.
You're off stage as well.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Well, you've got, well, no, it's going to be painted on top of that.
Wow, it's fantastic. I'm going to say, I bet they love it, don't they? Yeah, it's fantastic. I like the idea of that. It's not completely solid as they are.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Back at rehearsal headquarters, Nancy's pitch perfect on the solos.
Yeah, exactly.
So Mike gets Dean in to get to work on the duets, and things appear to be going well.
Put your head against my life. What do you hear? A million words just trying to make the love song of the year.
Look into the future now. This is what I see. A million chances pass me by. A million chances to hold you. A million love songs later. Here I am trying to tell you that I can. A million love songs later. And here I am, just for you, girl. A million love songs later. Here I am.
Now the question is whether you want duet at the end or just Ash.
No, I think it has to be duet.